Hi Virgo, welcome to Heart Wisdom. It's Angela here with your general weekly reading. Oops, we'll keep that. Thank you for being here. I hope all is well with you. As always, Virgo, the intention of these readings is to help you to identify potential challenges and solutions, and any messages that come through to be for your highest good. And this is for the week beginning, 27th of September 2021. So you have self-worth, intuition, happiness, and from the bottom of the deck, opening. Lovely. So the challenge or the obstacle this week, Virgo, is self-worth, and linked to that is intuition. Happiness is the answer or solution. Lovely. And the underlying energy for the week is opening. So Virgo, what might you be challenged? How might you be challenged by self-worth, and how could that be linked to intuition for you? The self-worth card came up for you last week as well, and when it repeats, it can be just a reminder that you're making progress and to remain focused on this. And it could be that it's a completely different message this week, so we'll see what the cards have to say. My words are getting jumbled, and that's just started with your reading, so perhaps there's some confusion for you, or there's something that you need to say and you're struggling to do that. Take heart from this spread, Virgo. It's really positive. You've got happiness as the answer or solution, and that speaks of you being able to connect into that joy and bliss and celebration as well. And I'm conscious that you've just come out of your birthday month, and you're now into your new solar year, so hopefully you'll be feeling more optimistic, more energetic. You will have got your mojo back, and yes, you've made a good start to your new solar year. We've got opening as the underlying energy for this week, and that here represents for me you opening up emotionally. The image on the card can look like a wave breaking on the ocean, and the ocean being deep water. This can speak about deep emotions, because water represents the emotional realm for me, and it can also represent the intuition, but here it's emotions, and I'm conscious that it's beneath the intuition card as well. So it's really important, Virgo, that you trust your intuition, particularly this week. That inner voice that's calling you, and it's to do with your confidence. And it may be that you've been beating yourself up for something that you did or that you haven't done, that you know you should do, etc., etc. And it's perhaps connected to emotional baggage and a need to let that go. I mentioned about struggling to get my words out, and what I'm getting here is that there's perhaps something that you need to say to someone. Perhaps you need to have a conversation with someone, and it's something to do with the past. And it's been affecting your confidence, because, as I say, you might have been beating yourself up about it. And because you've got the happiness card here, there's quite a bit of green in this card as well as the white, and that can speak of healing. I'm getting that you really connecting into that emotion, opening up emotionally is regarding this issue, whatever it is just going to allow you to achieve that release. So it's possible that you don't need to actually speak to anyone or communicate or express anything directly to the other person. It can just be you going within and having that conversation internally, and actually forgiving yourself. So you don't necessarily have to ask for forgiveness from another. And it may well be, Virgo, that how you perceive this situation is not how the other person perceives it, or other people. It may involve more than one person. And you may have been carrying this burden for quite some time, because your judgment of the situation is skewed in some way, and you've been judging yourself really harshly, And as I've mentioned before, Virgo, and you might well be fed up with me commenting on this, but I know that you can have such a harsh inner critic. You can be your own worst critic, is what I'm trying to say. And, that comes from the natural perfectionism that you have. And you just want things to be good and right and, to help people improve as well as help yourself improve. But sometimes your standards can be a little bit too high, Virgo. So it's about lowering that bar a little bit and giving yourself a break. And I think this came up for you last week as well. So taking it easier on yourself. And yes, perhaps revisit that situation in your mind's eye without actually communicating or expressing anything or speaking to the other person or people. Just going within and imagining that scenario and just look at it from a different perspective if you can, with compassion for yourself. Whatever happened or didn't happen, whatever you did or didn't do, it's time to let that go. So any feelings that arise as a result of that, you can allow them to flow as you would allow water to flow. And the cleansing properties of water are really coming through here. So yes, a sense of being cleansed, sense of relief and release as well. And you, as a result, will be able to connect into this feeling of pure joy. And I'm getting a real sense of lightness as well and freedom. So time to release that burden, Virgo. That's what the cards are saying. I hope that resonates and you found it helpful. And thank you for watching. Have a great week. And until next time, may your heart be your guide. Love and light. Namaste.